2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, a 8, a 9, a 10, 11, a 12. The Kira Soltanovich Show.
The Kira Soltanovich Show.
No, you don't do it.
Hey, welcome to the Kira Soltanovich Show. I'm your host, Kira. And today, at the All Things Comedy Podcast Studio, my guest is the very sweet, so nice and wonderful and funny comedic actor, game show host, Papa, Mr. Donald Faison. Yay! Ooh. He's so great. He's such a sweetheart. It was a while for me to... Our schedules, it was just so hard to schedule. And I wasn't allowed to tell Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron specifically said, just don't tell me when he's coming in.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
He's a big fan. So then I couldn't even tell Aaron. By the way...
I was worried you weren't even coming.
Today?
Because you hadn't told me who the guest was.
Oh. Well, no, but this is like our fourth time trying to get him in here. Just our schedules. Again, schedules. It's bananas. But we got him in finally, and we had a nice chat.
Yeah.
He was really sweet. I forgot to ask him if he does a lot of podcasts. I don't think he has done a ton. I don't think so. But really sweet of him to come in, and we had a good time. And we talked about his kids. A lot of kids. And I actually saw his little boy. He brought his little boy. We both brought our kids to set one day of Sanity. Oh my God, they're so cute. So cute. And he's a good papa. And we worked together, of course, on the game show and had such a great time. And I really, really hope it gets picked up. So maybe you people should watch it. Just watch it. Come on. Donald and I want to work together again. We had a really, really good time. And we had a good time in our conversation. So enjoy my chat with Donald Faison. You were like, all right, when I started dating my wife, I was like, look, we're not going to get married.
No, she said to me, we're not getting married. And
she said that.
She was the one that was like, we're not getting married and we're not having kids.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
She said...
That's how she got me.
Oh.
She was like, I don't want to get married. I don't want to have kids. And I was like, perfect. Score. Done and done. Let's date for a bit.
But she wanted to get married and have kids.
Eventually, yeah. Like, yeah. At that moment, she was saying she didn't want to get married and have kids, I guess. It took it's really weird. I think she like Jedi mind tricked me because I was like, all right, perfect. And then, 3 years later, I was like, we got to move in together. And she was like, I don't want to move in together. And I was like, no, we have to. Either we move in together or we're breaking up. And she was like, all right, fine, I'll move in.
She's genius.
Yeah, she's so smart with it. And then finally it came to the point where it was like, all right, I know you don't want to get married, but we got to get married. And she said, I don't want to get married. And I said, well, we're getting married. And she said, all right, fine, we'll get married.
What?
Yeah, that's how she did it. But before that, I was like, look, if we're not going to get married, at least let's have kids. And
Wait a second.
And she was like, I don't want to have kids. The day after we got married, we found out we were having a kid.
No.
Yes.
The day after she peed on a stick?
The day after she peed on a stick. She said, I think something's up.
And it wasn't just the appetizers at the wedding.
It wasn't the appetizer.
That's so smart. I did not know that. I thought it was the opposite.
Oh, I mean, that's how you trap a dude. She did it where she Jedi mind tricked me into a situation.
She reverse engineered it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were slow played.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, so we officially met getting our nails done together.
We did.
But you don't know this.
I don't.
I might have told you this when we were shooting.
When we started shooting, yes.
You were sitting next to me.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to disclose our secret nail place.
Yeah, don't talk about it.
I'm not going to talk about it,
Yeah.
but you were sitting right next to me.
But it's in Sherman Oaks.
It's in Studio City.
But close to Sherman Oaks.
Yes.
It's like on the border. Okay.
Yes. And I get my mail. I have a mailbox right on that corner.
Okay.
Okay, so I went to get my nails done. I walk in. And it was the middle of the day during the week. So there's like 3 people there. And one of them is, probably the janitor. But he's like, sure, I'll do your nails. Like, it's like so slow.
Right.
And you were sitting next to me. And usually the women are all up in your business. Would you like neck massage?
Right.
And they're always, they're always like, would you like shoulder massage?
Right.
Would you like pap smear?
Right.
Nobody even looked at me.
Right.
There were like 7 women on you.
Yeah.
They were so up in your business.
Yeah, they love it. They love it.
And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, how am I not getting any love right now?
So my wife took me to that place for the first time, and the first time we were there, she was like, I learned some Korean words, some Vietnamese words, so I'm going to teach you them. And one of the words was like lam ten, which means like sex. And so when I first got there, I tried to, I was, trying to show off and be funny, and I said, one of the ladies was like, so how long you been together? And I was like, about, a month and a half. But we lamb 10 all the time. I'm super lamb 10. And from that moment on, they just are all on. Yeah. So every time they come over there, every time we go over there, they're like, just, talk a little Vietnamese. And I'm like, lamb 10, long time.
That might have been the day I was there because you were holding court. And I was like, can I get a neck massage? They're like, not right now, round eye. We're talking to this one over here. And no one would even look at me.
Yeah.
That was the first time.
I guess because I tip well too.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you throw down a 10.
But I've also known those ladies for a really long time. One time we were hanging out in that, when the nail salon wasn't 2 rooms,
right.
It was just one room.
Just the one, yep.
And, the police pulled up and came. They didn't go into the store, but I guess there was a disturbance next door. And they came out guns blazing, not shooting, but like, dude cocked the shotgun. And nobody in the room noticed. And I said, oh, man, that cop's got his shotgun out. And out of nowhere, just freaking all of the soap water, the freaking clippers, everything threw up in the air. And we all ran to the back room. And, and so from that day on, we've been real tight. So they know me well. I kind of saved their lives. Because
you guys had like a situation.
A scary moment.
That bonded you guys.
Yeah.
And they probably had some flashbacks to Vietnam.
Oh, God.
They probably had they were probably like, Lam 10, back room.
That's what they call me, Super Lam 10.
Super Lam 10.
Super Lam 10, back room.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you guys were probably just dating back then. This was a while ago.
Yeah.
So you have 17 kids.
Close. More like 6, but close.
You have 6?
6 kids total.
Okay, wow. I thought it was only 5.
No, 6.
Shit.
Yes, a lot of kids. You have
2.
Yeah, we're about in the same ballpark.
No.
No. That's not close, huh?
Let me tell you one of the reasons I really, really, really liked you from the get-go. Mm-hmm. Not the first day we met.
Right, when I took all of your shine.
Did you?
I mean, they weren't giving you massages or anything like that.
No, oh, you mean in the nail salon? No, the first Win Sanity run through.
Yeah.
Which was at GSN.
Yes.
That was the first time. But then we met at the offices upstairs and we did another run through.
Yes.
And you said something to me and I was like, wow, it was what everybody I think feels, but no one ever says it.
Right.
When you have kids, you were like, this is what you said. You go, you ever just can't sleep at night because you have anxiety of like, how am I going to feed these people? Do you remember saying that?
No, I don't. I still have that anxiety, but.
And I was like, what? Do you want to talk about something? You're like, I don't know. You were like pacing back and forth and you're like, I don't know. Just sometimes I'm like, what the fuck? How am I going to feed these people?
I feel that all the time. Yeah.
And I think that more people should say that because I always feel like everybody else has their shit together.
Right.
And I'm the only one that's like, fuck, it's not. Like sometimes I feel like I'm not renting these kids.
No, these are mine.
Like you feel like one day it's like, oh, my lease is up. But no.
It's never that.
Every day.
Yeah, every day. Rest of your life.
The rest of your life.
Yeah, somebody's going to
some kids are going to be asking you for money in their 40s.
Well, I got 6 of them. So yeah, one of them is going to be a fuck up. I don't know which one it's going to be, but one of them is going to be the one that's like, I don't have a job. Dad, can I move in with you?
I feel like game show music should be playing right now.
Right.
Which one is it gonna be? Which you know which one it is. You know which one it is.
No, I don't.
In your heart.
No, I don't.
You feel it.
No.
Come on,
They all seem to be doing really well right now, so
that's
we'll see.
Good.
Yeah.
And
I hope not.
The oldest one is
19.
Shit.
Yeah, I was very young. I'm 42, so what does that make me? 23 when I had him? Yeah.
Wow.
23. I didn't have him when my baby mama had him.
Right. Now, you're 23. There's a newborn baby. How much you can't possibly wrap your head around the fact that you have to take care of a newborn?
No.
I mean, I know that if you're some kid in Scratch Your Ass, Arkansas, no offense if you're listening from Arkansas, they're so used to that. You know what I mean? They're like,
Right.
well, I'm 21 now, time to get married and have kids. But you're from here.
No, I'm from New York originally.
Well, you're from New
this
York,
was in
but-
New York that this happened.
Oh,
too.
this was in New York. I thought you were already out here.
I was out here. So, yeah, things happen. Things go the way they go.
When a man and a woman
When a
love
man
each
and a woman,
other.
right. Well, when they lay down with each other, they don't even have to love each other. But when they lay
Sure.
down with each other, things happen.
Yeah.
And,
When a man and a woman, lamb 10.
Right. When a man, right. No doubt.
That's why Aaron's here for the callbacks.
Thank you very much. We weren't expecting to be together forever. At least
Right.
I wasn't expecting. I don't think she was either. And, she got pregnant, and when she got pregnant, I was already on my way to Los Angeles to film Clueless, but we knew it wasn't going to work.
Right.
And, there it is. And so, it's stressful. It's not easy. He's 19 now, so he's a grown up, but
Does he come out to?
I wish he came out. There's a whole lot of things that people don't tell you about parenting, and one of them is, it's hard to do it when you're not with the person that you had the kid with, and it's really hard to do it actually, especially when you live on two coasts. And we've had our issues. He and I. Sometimes don't get along. Sometimes we do get along, and so I hate to bring the comedy down. But yeah, that's the truth.
Well, we can just wrap it up here then.
Let's wrap it up, and that's a wrap.
It's the 22nd podcast. I just talked to Eddie Brill, who's a comic, and he just found out, like when his kid was 13, that he had a son.
Wow.
Now he's. That was, what did he say, 16 years ago? So, he's a grown-up now. But all of a sudden, he meets a 13-year-old.
Right. That's crazy.
Right?
That's crazy. I couldn't imagine that.
That's also like a whole nother, like, get your mind wrapped around that.
Like, what do you say? Like, how did he not know? Like, was the beef that big between him and the...
It was, he laid down with a lady.
Lamb 10.
He lamb 10.
Lamb 10 long time.
And then 10 years later.
Wow.
So and I guess, he's made it up to him, and they're very close. But again, like I had another comic, Bill Dawes, one of my favorite episodes, also found out just randomly.
Wow.
Just like a chick just called him, was like, you have an 11-year-old.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
just crazy.
So it's not the same. It's different, but it's a sense of like, okay, so I have this person,
right?
But I'm not part of the day in and day out, because your two youngest ones. I mean, you're day in, day out.
Day out. Even the ones in between that. I have twins, and I have a that are 17, and then I have a 15-year-old. And even early on, when I was married to their mom, that was day in and day out. It was go to the job, come home, watch the kids, go to the... Like, a lot of people think that, because you work, you get, like, if you're the dad, you get time off from the kids once you get home because you had a hard day's work. That's bullshit.
No.
When you come home, you jump right into the fire with your spouse or with, however it is. And... I remember I was 25, 26 at that time, and I remember being like, I want to go to the clubs. I don't want to be home. I want to be at the club. And, and I'm divorced from that lady now, so it didn't really go that well.
So, did you feel like you missed out on those 20s?
On the
20s and 30s?
No, I didn't miss out. I think that's why I'm divorced. I think, honestly, that's why I'm no longer with my ex-wife.
Right, but you had kids to take care of, so you couldn't go to the club.
Okay.
Oh, did you go to the club?
I went to the club.
Okay.
No. No. I was in the club. I was in the club.
I understand.
At night, when the kids went down and the wife went to sleep, I was like, I'll see you later. I'm in the club.
But then you can't function the next day.
No, I mean, yeah, I would go to work the next day. You know what I mean?
Shit.
It was hardcore from like 26 to 31, 32, right up to when I met my 34, right up to when I met Casey, whenever it was that we met, I was nuts. I was caught up.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you were working.
And I was working, yeah.
I can't. Okay, so I have a spot tonight at the Ice House on the 10 o'clock show.
Yeah.
And I want to burst into tears because I know that that's going to fuck me up for like 3 days.
Right, yeah.
I don't know how you could even, how you could function.
I was a lot younger,
You
too.
were
You know what I
younger.
mean? I was 26. Well, you're 26 now, so you know.
I know. God damn it. God damn it. Look, I embrace it.
Yeah.
I totally talk. I'm 42 as well.
Okay.
I talk about my age all the time. I think it's bullshit that women can't. I won't tell you how much I weigh. Fuck that.
Okay.
But no, but you know, so many times people lie and they get caught up in their lies. Dudes have lied to me. I'm like, who the fuck cares how old you are?
Right.
Well, it matters. Nobody
doesn't.
cares anymore.
Right.
Nobody cares.
Right. Wow.
I think those days are past. I mean, I'm not going to be an ingenue anyway.
Okay.
No one's going to cast me in that anyway. So
Right.
why would I lie? Why would I be like, no, I'm 30?
I don't know. Listen, I would have lied to be in Star Wars. You know what I mean? I would have told them I was, 26 if they asked me, even with my IMDb. I'd be like, fuck what that shit says.
Yeah,
I'm 26.
well, you actually could pass for that.
I wish. Dude, I saw, what's his name? What's the dude's name? Hill Harper.
Yeah.
Has been lying about his age forever. I'm going to put you on blast, Hill. You lying.
How do you know?
I just know.
I mean, there are people who try to sue IMDb because IMDb won't take your age off of the page,
That's crazy.
which I don't even understand why.
No.
What do they get out of it? They're just being dicks.
Right.
But
Well,
you can find out anywhere. It doesn't matter anymore.
But why does IMDb do that? Why do they make it so easy to put credits on,
Right.
but so hard to take credits
Can't
off?
take them off.
What is that about?
I have soft core porn on my IMDb page.
Really?
They won't take it off.
This is truth.
100%.
Wow. Yeah.
This was my first week in Hollywood.
Wow.
First week. I was a complete idiot.
Oh, you did softcore porn for real?
But hold on. Let me tell you what happened. This is my first, I graduated from San Diego State, spent, a little bit of time in San Diego, but then I was like, I'm moving to LA.
Right.
I get a call from a friend of mine that went to San Diego State with me. And he goes, hey, do you want to be an extra? And I said, what's an extra? Didn't even know what an extra was.
Right.
He's like, oh, it's a background person that you see in the background of like TVs,
Right.
TV shows. And are you having a heart attack? What's happening?
I think so. What the heck?
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
What's an extra? What's an
extra?
Right.
And so he told me what it was, and he goes, and I'll give you $50 cash. And I was like, $50? Are you kidding me?
Right.
Yes, whatever it is, I'll do it. So I go down to, this is so cliche, this studio deep in the valley.
Oh, boy.
It's like a warehouse.
Oh, boy.
And I walk in, and there's other people there, and there's cameras and cable, and I was like, oh my God, I'm on a real set.
Right.
And he goes, okay, so you're going to be it's a chemistry student. Okay, so you have like your chemistry set, and you have like some books and a backpack, and you're going to stand at this locker, and when they say action, you open up the locker and you put like your books inside and all that. And I was like, great.
No problem.
Yeah, what's my motivation? And that was it.
Oh, okay.
They gave me $50 cash.
Nice.
And I left.
Right on.
My stepsister is up in the middle of the night watching TV a couple months later. And she sees, the minute she turns on the TV, she just like, the minute, my name.
Right.
Student, Kira Soltanovich, and the credits roll. She's like, what?
Right.
And she looks to see what it was, and it's like erotic confessions.
Oh, boy.
And so then she stays up to watch the
Right,
next
the
one
next
because
one.
it's just like a marathon. And it like played at 3 a.m. again or something.
On Skinamax, whatever.
And this was before, DVRs. And so she watches it and she's like, oh my God. The whole time she's like, what is she doing?
Right,
What has she done?
done?
And she said she didn't even see me.
But you were.
But I I was just an
Credited.
extra. She wasn't looking for a background player. She was looking for someone, getting their titties fake sucked.
Right. Well, I don't know if it's fake.
No, the titties are real sucked.
Right. I think
everything else
the penetration
is
is fake. Yeah.
So I told her, I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea.
Did you ever see it?
But then I put it together. No, I've never seen it. Then I put it together. Then IMDb comes out, like, I don't know.
Whenever the internet.
Yeah. And it's my first credit, Erotic Confessions. It's still there.
Wow.
To this day.
Well, you were in it, actually, though. So it's a credit that you...
Was I?
Well, even...
Was I?
I'm just saying.
As an extra?
Hey, your friend thought he was hooking you up, maybe, by giving you a credit. I'll
Now,
get her into AFTRA or SAG, whatever the union is for erotica.
Truth be told, I was not wearing pants.
Okay. Well.
No, I was fully dressed and nothing. I just feel like it was so quick. Who the fuck gave me that credit?
Right.
Which line producer on a soft core? I was like, yeah, let's just throw this on. Let's give her a bone.
Right.
Now, and IMDb is like, nope. And I've asked them several times. Now, at this point in my career, it's just funny and it's a funny story to tell.
Right.
And maybe I'll tell it like on a late night talk show couch one night.
Right.
But at the time, when that was your only thing,
Right.
it was.
Well, what's she been in? Let's look. IMDb.
Erotic.
Wow.
Confession.
Let's just bring her in just to bring her in.
just to see what she, casting couch.
Yeah,
But-
I'm on IMDb for things that I've like Uncle Buck. I was never in Uncle Buck. For some reason, IMDb has me in Uncle Buck. For some reason, IMDb has me on the Bernie Mac show.
What? IMDb is racist.
I know it's.
They're like, well, he must have been.
Right, he must have been on Bernie Mac.
I think
Everybody
all
was
black people were on Bernie Mac.
I wasn't. I was one of the few black people that wasn't on Bernie Mac. And then Uncle Buck, the kid looks like me. I'll say that. But I was a lot younger when that movie came out than that kid. The kid's playing a high school student. I don't even think I was in high school when Uncle Buck came out.
Oh, not the TV show Uncle Buck.
No. The movie Uncle Buck with John Candy and...
Because didn't they redo the TV show?
They did with Mike Epps. It did
Right.
really well for ABC and still got canceled.
Really?
Yeah, sucks.
Well, fuck IMDb then.
IMDb is,
It's the worst.
I'm not going to say it's the worst, but
I'm saying it's the worst. Have
right
you ever
on.
tried to add something on there?
No.
Oh, okay. So you don't know.
No.
It's
I've
not
tried
that
to take
hard.
stuff off.
It's what?
I have a short film on there.
Okay, but Aaron, have you ever tried to add? I tried to add all my cast and crew for my 1 hour special. It's the
Including me?
most not include. Oh, shut up!
I did audio.
I'm so sorry. I already apologized. Oh my god.
By the way, I've also seen a classmate in a Cinemax series. As
What?
Well. Like an erotica series.
What was the name of the series?
I don't
and
know.
who
It's
was
still
said
on.
classmate?
Yeah, Sharina something.
Right on.
And she was really
No,
doing
she's
it.
a background.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
background.
Yeah,
And she also got credit.
Yeah.
Oh,
for
come
sure.
on.
I think they credit everyone then.
Well, then that's stupid. That's come on.
You got $50 too.
I did. I got.
Did you get a
$50.
T-shirt?
Did I get a T-shirt? Why would I get a T-shirt?
I don't know. That's usually what, like, when you get $50,
And you get a
you usually
T-shirt.
get a T-shirt.
Did you ever have to do any of those shitty, crappy
Erotica
jobs? No, not eroticas, but just like.
Yeah, there were a bunch of jobs that I did where I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm not going to say any names, but yeah, I've done quite a few jobs where I'm like, this was not what you told me this was going to be.
Like some crazy independent film.
Yeah,
or-
where it was like, someone said to me, this is the script. You have a really small role in it. You're going to be in it. And then I sign on and they say, well, we're going to make some rewrites and maybe make your part a little bit bigger. And then I get to set and all of a sudden I'm working throughout the whole movie damn near. And it's like, oh.
for
okay.
$50.
Well, not for $50.
Oh.
They paid me well, but still, it was just like, hold on. I thought I was getting paid well to just show up for 2 days. Now I'm getting paid well to show up for, you're going to get your money's worth now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's happened to me, and that wasn't fun.
So they Casey'd you.
What does Casey do you mean?
That's your wife.
That is my wife. Oh, they went about it the right way. Gotcha. That is my wife. I got you. I get the joke now. Yes, they totally Casey'd me.
They Casey'd you.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
like, no, we just want you for something small.
Right, and then it turned
And then,
into
like, it's called the Donald Faison Show.
Well, it wasn't a Donald Faison show, but I was third billed in it. I
Really?
did get third billing, which was like, I don't even think I was supposed to get billing in this. I was the smallest role that was, it happened.
IMDb will give you billing.
Yeah, no matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what.
I'm going to start a campaign.
Okay.
Yeah. Down with the DB.
What's the DB? Oh, down with the IMDb.
Down with the DB. We're taking them down.
You're going to take them down? I thought you were saying you were down with them.
No, I'm taking them down.
This is my crew.
They drive me crazy.
Good luck. I'm going to wish you luck.
But in this day and age, there should be something better. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of IMDb, we have an IMDb credit in common. Winsanity. Have you been watching?
I have a little bit.
I have a little bit too.
Yeah, it's good.
Let me tell you though, we would shoot for people listening one episode. Well, in the beginning, an hour and a half to do one episode.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of like chit-chatting and having fun and making jokes. And then they whittled it down to like, hey!
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it.
Like, there's
zero banter.
All the
between
banter
us,
and all the fun stuff and all your dancing. Well, we knew the singing wasn't going to make it.
Right.
But everything was just whittled down to, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
There was so much good stuff.
Yeah. Just so the show could be played. I think it's necessary. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but we got a pretty old audience on that network.
Yeah, we have some.
No, I'm talking about right now. While it's airing, we have like our 18 to 49 is good, but our 50 plus is really good.
Really?
Oh man!
So they're gonna sell some denture cream and Depends.
Right? They love some Winsanity.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. The grown-ups.
You know, it was interesting. Actually, the first night we watched it, I was watching my husband, and immediately he got into it.
Really?
Immediately. He was like, oh, this is hard. I don't know. Like, immediately. And I was like, well, that's a good sign.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they bring us back. We'll see.
We'll see. They better.
If they don't, they don't.
I know, but come on.
I mean,
what else?
They got Idiot Test.
Idiot Test is great, but they need
Skin Wars.
They need us.
They do need us.
Yeah, and they need us to say more than just
hey, Kira, hey Donald. Let's get to the game, shall we?
It was so cut.
I know, so cut. Yeah.
Oh, it hurt my heart.
Yeah.
There was so much good stuff, and then people don't know this, but the audience. I mean, they were like half the show, and they're cut down to nothing.
Yeah.
Zero.
Crazy. That's the thing. I was like, well, don't we have like, can't we make GIFs out of some of the stuff or little short videos out of some of the stuff that we did and just put it up so people can see that we did some funny stuff, that we were funny?
Yes, they should.
And they're like, and I guess GSN won't do it. They haven't done it yet.
Yeah, so I had to talk to the fine people at GSN because they were sending me stuff to help me promote. They're like, hey, can you promote this week? And they would send me a picture of like an audience member.
Right.
And I said, just a heads up, if you send me a picture of me,
right?
Because since I'm on the show, it kind of might make more sense. And then someone brought me up on stage and they said, the host of Winsanity. And I was like, No, that's Donald. I'm his sidekick. And then that got put into a meme, and then someone on Twitter was like, how dare you say you're the host? And I was like, oh my
boy.
God.
How did that happen?
In 2 seconds, that's how it happens.
Wow.
In two seconds.
That is, I mean, I would have still owned it though. I would have still been like, yeah, I do host that show.
No.
It's just been cut. It's been cut down. What y'all don't see is that it's been cut down.
The way it happened was Donald came in for like 2 seconds.
Right.
And they cut around me hosting it and made it look like he hosted it.
Right.
Editing is everything.
Right.
No, I'll be honest, those 10 days or 2 weeks that we did, those were probably some of the most insane shooting I've ever done.
Yeah.
I had the Zika virus.
Did you have Zika?
I don't know what I had, but do you remember how sick I was?
I do remember how sick you were, yes.
Holy shit.
And you had a sick baby too. At home. That wasn't sleeping.
That was not sleeping, so I wasn't sleeping.
Right.
I was...
and you weren't taking any antibiotics or anything like that either.
No, because I'm a lunatic and I'm a hippie. I know. You were looking at me crazy. I understand.
Yeah.
But I had some sort of H1N1.
Wow.
I had like the swine, bird flu, all of it together.
Wow.
Awful.
H1, you had pig flu and bird flu.
All of them. I had an old McDonald farm version of everything.
You had, like, if you were to travel overseas, you'd have to fill out the card that said, yes, I've been on the farm.
I have been on the farm and I have fingered a pig and that's why I'm sick.
That's why I'm sick, right.
I got this pig HIV.
Oh, God.
I don't know why I did it.
Pig AIDS.
But I got so sick and it wasn't like I could be like, hey, I can't come in today. Right?
Right.
We had to
push through.
Push through 5 shows a day.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you didn't get sick.
I didn't get sick because I stayed away from you, I guess. I don't know how I didn't get sick. That
I don't know. But you did not get sick, thankfully.
I didn't get sick, no.
But then one day, I guess they heard in my IFB or in my mic, I was talking to the stage manager. I said, "Oh, man, I just coughed up some blood." You didn't know this?
I didn't know this.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
Fred? Was that his name? Fred, the tall dude with glasses?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, because they were like giving me these cups to cough
of tea.
phlegm.
But I thought that was tea.
Tea, and then I would cough phlegm into it.
Gotcha.
It was disgusting.
Oh, gosh.
And so I go, oh, man, I look down and I go, oh, I just coughed up some blood. Right away, in my ear, the executive producer was like, Kira, do you need a doctor?
Right.
And I said, yeah. And do you remember they brought an acupuncturist to the set for me?
I remember the acupuncturist.
And after that day, I got so much better.
Right on.
After that day.
Acupuncture really works like that?
Yes. You don't believe in it?
It's not that I don't believe in it. I guess there's proof to it because a lot of people do it. But
yeah.
It just doesn't, I don't understand how a needle in your back can change a virus in your system.
Oh, my God. It can.
But it does, I guess.
It really does.
Wow.
But that's the thing is that I know that I seem crazy to people.
No,
but,
it's
but
not
in
crazy.
LA. It can't be.
No,
it can't seem crazy. No,
it's
but
not crazy. I just, when my throat hurts and when my nose is running or something like that, I'll go to the doctor and try and get an antibiotic.
Yeah.
But that's probably bad for my system, too.
And I'm the complete opposite.
Right.
So remember, you're sick. Your child was sick. Your daughter, right, was coughing.
Yeah. My son, I think it was.
Oh, it was your son, maybe.
Yeah.
And you were like, yeah, it's just been coughing forever and ever. And I might have even like said something. Again, I never push it on people because then I think people think I'm like shaking chicken bones and like click, 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 click,
Right.
go to my crazy witch doctor.
The bones say.
But I might have said like, well, maybe you might look into acupuncture. I might have said that. I might have. And you were like, and I think you might have been like, yeah, that's crazy.
No. But no, I don't remember that.
But I take my kids
to acupuncture.
Yes.
Do they love it?
No.
Yeah.
They hate it.
Yeah.
But
it works.
It works.
Right on. Somebody told me something about putting wet socks on your kids' feet when they're going to sleep. Wet wool socks, and that pulls, especially when they have fever or something like that.
I probably told you about the onions.
You did tell me about the onions.
Yes. You put onions in their room. Again, it's not like a cure-all in like 2 seconds.
Right.
But I don't know. I feel like with kids, I revert back to my Soviet upbringing.
Okay.
And I don't jump on antibiotics with kids.
Right.
And with adults, it's like, do whatever you want to do. That's fine. You're an adult. But I just feel like with kids, I do everything that my crazy Russian grandmother would do.
Right.
She used to put garlic up my nose.
That's cool.
But people don't think that's cool. They think it's crazy.
Right.
They think like, why are you, what are you doing? Like, just get your kids some medicine.
Right.
But I know. I'm the opposite.
Listen, hey, everybody's different. My dad used to make us, I didn't drink cereal with sugar in it. I didn't eat cereal with sugar in it until I was like 21 years old. You know what I mean?
What did your dad make you do?
We had to eat like, oats and we couldn't have milk. It would have to be apple juice, or it was like really weird. Like he would make it so that, and it couldn't be like apple juice from, the grocery store. It had to be like homemade apple juice. It was like he was really into, we didn't take pills like antibiotics. He would make us take vitamins all the time. And, for a really long time, I didn't get sick. And then, as an adult, finally one day I got like, a cold or the flu, and somebody was like, here, take these antibiotics. The doctor told me to take the antibiotics, and it went away right away. And I was like, yo, forget everything my dad used to say. I'm going to do it this way now. But I remember for a really long time, I didn't get sick. Like, I'm going to say from 17 to maybe 23, it was rare that I was like, oh, I can't move.
Right.
And I think it had everything to do with how my dad built my immune system.
Yeah.
With all of the stuff he would give us, like calcium pills. We had to take alfalfa, cod liver oil.
Oh, that's
like,
good.
It just keeps going, like,
where's your dad from that he
just
incorporated all this?
He's I don't know. When I was younger, they thought I had like leukemia or something like that when I was born. And I remember spending a lot of days in the hospital. And he went to a doctor who was like, all right, let's check his surroundings and see what's going on. Turned out I was allergic to cats. And we had cats.
Okay.
And, he was like, all right, let's take him off of, instead of giving him antibiotics, let's just keep some room temperature yogurt out. Put some yogurt out, let it get to room temperature. If he ever experiences an earache or, you know what I mean, like that, you just eat the yogurt. Now, I'm not saying leave the yogurt out all day. I'm saying take it out of the refrigerator, put it down.
For the acidophilus? What,
I don't know.
understand
I guess yogurt turns into an antibiotic on its own when it's room temperature.
Okay.
And
this
so-
is the first time I've ever heard that.
Yeah.
And I am a crunchy tree hugger.
Really?
Yes.
Well, but that's what I would have to do instead of taking antibiotics. If I had an earache, or I don't know if it would be I don't know if you could call it an ear infection.
Right.
But if my ear was hurting, my dad would be like, "All right, hold on." 20 minutes later, eat the yogurt.
Really?
And then it would go away. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And he's from where? He's from New York?
He's from D.C. originally, Washington, D.C. But when he moved to New York and I was misdiagnosed to have leukemia, and it wasn't leukemia.
That seems like a really big misdiagnosis.
That's a huge mistake.
Where
right?
it's like you trip and you fall and you scrape your knee and they're like, we got to amputate it.
Right, exactly.
What?
Yeah. And then he went to a doctor who didn't believe in all of that stuff, and there it was.
So you have that too then. You were brought up that way too.
I was. That's why I don't judge you when you say acupuncture works and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's fine. If it works for you, it works. I remember it. I remember doing stuff like that. I remember watching my mom get acupuncture and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so it all comes out
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
But yet you wouldn't do that for your kids.
I totally would. I don't know if my wife would, and she runs the show. You know what I mean? Let's keep it real, right? She, I would totally be like, yo, let's try some holistic and let's try some all natural. Let's try the all natural way. She's
not into it.
I mean, she hasn't seen it work yet, though. You know what I mean? So when I tell her stories about when I was a kid, she's like, oh, your parents are hippies.
Were your parents hippies?
Pretty much, yeah. Without the drugs, yeah, pretty much.
In New York?
In New York.
And you have other siblings?
I do. Same thing. Like, you can ask them, apple juice and cereal is probably the nastiest thing I've ever heard of in my life. But then when I finally started drinking milk, all of a sudden I had sinus problems and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I see. Okay, so it was the dairy.
It wasn't just dairy. It was a bunch of things. You know what I mean? Like, I had a cousin who couldn't drink orange juice because he broke out. And I guess he was allergic to orange. I guess he was allergic to oranges at the end of the day. But, that was a big thing. That's where we got our source of vitamin C from, like naturally squeezed orange juice. And, I took a lot of pills growing up, not like doctor pills, but like vitamins and stuff.
Right.
I'm rambling. It's all good.
No, I love all this. Because it's like when I think of how I want to raise my kids, for example, my 1-year-old doesn't know anything right now. She looks at me, she goes, you look familiar. Right. That's all she knows, right? But the 5-year-old is catching on. So if he has a cold, he knows he's going to Dr. Jing.
Right.
He knows.
Right.
And I like our pediatrician, but our pediatrician can't really do anything for him except for prescribe something over the counter.
Right, exactly.
What else can a pediatrician really do? Okay, look in your ears.
Right.
Oh, your ears are, you have an infection. Mm-hmm. Oh, I can see in your nose and your mouth. Oh, it's swollen, whatever. Okay, great. And then what?
Right. Then they prescribe you with an antibiotic.
They can only prescribe. That's all they can do.
And then guy.
A chiropractor
Right.
can make an adjustment. A chiropractor can actually physically do something. Again, I'm not pushing anything, but I do have a 3-day weekend I'd love for you to be a part of.
Okay.
Where you sign up here.
I used to go to chiropractors also and stuff like that. Like I remember one time I was watching like the Emmys or something, and an actress was on stage and she was standing kind of funky. And my dad was like, "That girl need to go to the chiropractor." And I like, what? Why?
Yeah.
And he's like, because she's out of sorts.
Yeah.
And I guess that's... When you get sick, you go to the chiropractor too?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Adjustments.
I go to the chiropractor. By the way, ear infections...
Chiropractor. Right.
Yes.
Right.
All of
Why don't
that.
you give me your chiropractor's information? Because I would love. Is he in Sherman
in
Oaks?
Studio City.
In Studio City. I would
yes.
love it. Yeah.
He's. I'll right now. I'll just Dr. Bennett.
Okay.
The only thing about Dr. Bennett is, and I say this to his face, so I'm not talking out of school, is he looks a little bit like a he works in a big top. Like he has like a penguin crazy mustache. And I love Dr. Bennett, but I'm always like,
does
Dr.
he come
Bennett,
in with a penguin tuxedo?
He does.
And a top hat?
How do you have time doing adjustments when you're busy tying people to train tracks? Because I always fuck with him. No, but he's great. Dr. Patrick Bennett, he is very fast. He's very quick. You bring in all four of you. He'll put you in a room and he's just like, he adjusts you and he's like, bye, see you later. He doesn't fuck around. He doesn't have to take x-rays, although he can if you want it, but he doesn't have to fuck around. He just goes crack, 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 crack. All right, have a great weekend. Now, I've sent people to him and they're like, well, I didn't like the fact that he didn't sit there and ask me what my favorite color was. Bitch, he doesn't have time for that. He is quick and he is fast and he gets the job done and he doesn't waste your time.
Okay.
So if you're looking for someone to like hold your hand and talk to you about ponies, it's not him.
No, okay.
He is he's busy. He's busy. He always has people in his office all the time.
You should give me his.
Yes, and he's fantastic. And he adjusted my baby when she was 3 weeks old.
And what happened after that?
I mean, nothing. But when a baby comes out of, you've watched the babies come out.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not like a ta-da.
No,
it's like a. Oh! I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And so he talks about how, you know, when you can adjust them a little bit, you kind of give them a little relief from they've just
trauma.
been through.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Both my kids were adjusted like within the first month of their lives.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not what you think it is.
No, I don't think
it's not a cracking. He just basically holds. Yeah, he holds them upside down.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
That's it.
That's it?
I'll show you. I can show you.
Okay.
It's actually pretty cute.
Okay.
But if it's your first time, you think that he's trying to murder your baby.
Kid,
yeah, he's not trying to murder. I promise you, he will not try to murder. I'm going to find it right now.
Okay.
But anyway, so but I like to hear that that's how you were raised.
That is how I was raised. The minute I got out of the house, though, I changed everything.
Why?
Because I could. And it was like,
because you could rebel a little bit.
Yeah, my friends were eating freaking Cocoa Puffs and stuff like that. And I wanted to eat Cocoa Puffs. I didn't want to just eat oats.
That's one of the things that I do worry about is when you become that parent that's like the no sugar parent, then that's all they want.
That is absolutely correct.
Because I was brought up, I'm going to find it for you. I was brought up with, you could drink all the alcohol you wanted.
Really?
Yeah.
And
my parents were like,
do you drink now?
No.
Yeah, see?
Zero desire to drink.
I know people who were brought up like that and they're raging alcoholics.
Okay, so it could go either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't find it now, but I'll find it. My parents were like, please bring friends. We have plenty vodka. We keep it in freezer. No, never locked it up. All my other friends' houses, vodka's locked up, and they had like lines to delete. You know what I mean? Like don't drink. And then they would add water because your parents are idiots.
Right.
Why are you adding water?
Can't tell.
I would even tell them, I'll bring you vodka from my house and just add vodka so that you don't get busted.
And
all my friends were like, oh my God, we're going to your house to drink. And I was like, whatever, I don't care. My parents never cared. And so it was never a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, my brother went to school with a Russian basketball player. They were on the same basketball team together. And he said, and they went to school in like Springfield, Mass. And in the winter it got cold and he would come out in a sweater and everything like that. But he drank vodka, I think. He was also 18, though.
Yeah, but I mean, it was never like, if we ever catch you drinking vodka, we send you back to Siberia. Nothing like that. It was never like, it was just like, sure, everybody.
Everybody drinks it.
Yeah, let's go now.
Yeah. Well.
All the time. I mean, and so, but my fear is like, because I don't let my kid have a lot of sugar, that then he's going to do what you did.
Yeah, he's going to rebel.
Which is going to go crazy.
That's a possibility. Or he could go into life thinking, you know what, I don't need sugar. But I guarantee you, once he has that first real taste of sugar, that thing that takes you to the edge.
Oh, shit.
If they never introduced sugar ever to the population, and then all of a sudden introduced it right now, it'd probably be stronger than crack.
We would all be blowing each other for sugar.
Yes, easy peasy. I'm dead serious. I really believe that.
But do you let your kids just have?
No. I did for a bit, and my wife was like, you're gonna ruin them, and it turned into we had a month where the kid was crying because I wouldn't give him snacks, and because I gave him snacks for.
Like what snacks?
Like, I was stupid, so I would give him I bought Fruit Loops once, and that was the biggest mistake of my life because I gave him Fruit Loops, and, to this day, he's still like, Fruit Loops! And it's like, no, you're going to have Cheerios. And he's like, okay, I tried.
Yeah.
But that was the biggest mistake, I think. Fruit Loops and, cookies and, ice cream, all of those things that you think, this is going to be... my kid's going to love me for this. I'm the cool dad for this. It actually turns and bites you in the ass really fast.
It's the worst possible thing you could do.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. You not only destroy the training that you've done up until that point to make it so that they don't grab stuff, but we had issues with like Rocco where we'd go to parties and they'd, put cake and stuff out, as a display, and he'd just walk up to the shit and grab it and walk off with a cupcake. And it was like, no, dude, that's not how it works. But it was because he was getting sugar that he was like, oh, it's okay for me to take this.
That's crackhead behavior.
Yeah, that's crackhead. That is kind of crackheadish, right? And, once we got him off the sugar, that doesn't happen anymore where they can have us set up now and he won't pay attention to it. But for the early parts of his life at 2, he just didn't, I made the mistake of thinking if I give him sugar, he'll be happier. And all it did was just made him madder.
No.
And angry. And, hard to put him down and hard to control. And, it was my fault. I remember my wife being like, you're ruining our kid. And me thinking, no, I'm not. And at the end of the day, I was totally ruining him.
Were you secretly trying to bribe him?
I mean, I just wanted him to like me more than he liked her, to be honest with you. Let's keep it real. You know what I mean? But, yeah.
I sometimes feel like I throw my husband under the bus, and I don't mean to do it, but I am aware of it. I'm trying to be better. But I do sometimes feel like I throw my husband under the bus.
Like how?
Like if he disciplines the 5-year-old, this is so awful. I'll be like, come here, and I'll comfort him. It's so bad. It's bad.
That's bad.
I'm trying to be like, mama, but I will discipline him too. My biggest thing I have to...
so bad,
I'm the worst.
That's so bad.
I'm the worst.
Right.
But you know what it is? I have a constant conflict with parenting. It's a constant push-pull, which is I have my angry Soviet voices in my head where everything can be solved with hit. Right? Which I'm like, shut up, voices, right? I'm constantly like, dude, I'm not listening to you. I'm fucking bipolar in my head when it comes to parenting.
Right.
And then the other part of me, which is, I'm going to make your childhood different from mine.
Right.
Everything's going to be better for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like the easy way that I know, which is like, get over here, which I try not to do. And then the overcompensation.
Right.
Because that is in my head. Am I making any sense
Absolutely.
right now? So when my husband does discipline him, which sometimes it's 100% deserved and he needs to learn, and that's how we need to teach kids. They need to hear a differentiation of our voice. Because if they just hear us say everything in lollipop unicorn voice, they're never going to know danger.
Right.
But also I feel like, you were upset, and I go back to my childhood immediately.
And you're like, I can fix this with a hug and a kiss.
Is that the worst?
I don't think it's the worst. I think it's kind of messed up to do to your husband right after he's disciplined them, but hey.
It's totally fucked. I'm not saying I do it every time.
Right.
But I catch myself. I'm aware of it.
Nice. But you do it.
I know I do it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, listen, and I'll try and bargain with my kid. My kid will say, I want a cookie. My wife will say, no, you can't have a cookie. I'll say, but I'll give you half a cookie. And then my wife will say, are you crazy? Don't give him any cookies. I said no cookies. And I'm consistently saying sorry to her and then sorry to him. And then sorry to the girl. Sorry.
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I call it? I call it just the tip.
when you freaking, it's a tease. It's such a tease. It's such a tease.
I go, all right, I'll give you half.
Right. Just the tip. It's such a tease.
Because it's like, it's something.
Right. But it's
not what you really want. It's not all that you want.
Right.
Yeah.
But just the tip turns into the whole thing usually. When you play the game, just the tip, it's the whole thing.
And then again, you're in trouble.
Yes.
Shit.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be impossible to take it away from you next time, or...
Right.
It's
like, we made a mistake. Like, my kid showed an affection for trash trucks. And we were like, all right, let's get him some trash trucks. Because he loved
like a real one. Because
like
that's how you're balling.
That's how we roll. That's how we roll. He loves the gears. But no, so we got him a bunch of toy trash trucks. And we realized we just spoiled the crap out of him. We just kind of ruined him for doing that. By doing that, you know, if anything, we could have got him something cooler, like a fire truck or
or just one.
Right, or just one trash truck.
Or just one.
He has three.
Yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah.
Again, is that you compensating? Did you not have enough toys as a kid?
I had plenty of toys as a kid, but it's just, your kid says he wants something and you want to try and do your best to give him what they want. What I didn't have growing up was a lot of money. And so, immediately it's like, there were certain things where it'd be like, I want this and I couldn't have it. Like, I want sneakers and I couldn't get the sneakers I wanted. Or I want, I remember one year I wanted the Millennium Falcon for my birthday. And my parents were like, no, you're not going to get the Millennium Falcon. We can't afford it. They got it for me anyway. But I remember being like, I never want my kid to feel like I felt when I was told I couldn't get the Millennium Falcon. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, man, I when he says, he wants Hot Wheels, the racetrack, I'll go out and I'll buy a freaking, a Hot Wheels set the size of this room that we're in right now and have him play with that. And he doesn't need all of that. He probably just needs a track and a freaking car, and that's it.
And not even that.
Right. But in my head, I know.
In
my head, I'm like, listen, I got to do this for this kid because he's asking for it. And I didn't. And when I asked for stuff like this as a youth, I rarely got it. You know what I mean?
My parents were getting a divorce, or not a divorce. They were slowly splitting up, and it took them 4 years.
Wow.
So, but when I graduated from high school, right around that time, and then it took them until I graduated from college.
Wow.
Oh shit, 5 years. It took me 5 years to graduate.
Good for you.
College.
Good for you. You had fun.
I stretched it out. So my senior year pictures, I told my mom, I want to order some pictures. My mom said no. I was like, what do you mean no? She's like, we're because they were in the process and it's like stressful and money and lawyers and all this stuff. And she said no. And I go, what do you mean no?
Right.
She's like, we don't have the money for senior year pictures. And I remember I was like, how much does it cost to get pictures, like some wallet size? Because all your friends are giving each other pictures,
Remember me.
Right. And my parents were like, no. They just kept saying no. So I had to pass out the samples with sample across my face.
Wow. To certain friends, because you only have like 5 of them.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I happen to have like 10 samples.
Right.
And I passed out samples to all my friends. And I was like, and as I'd pass them out, I'd be like, my fucking parents. Now, looking back, I'm a parent. I get it. Financially, it's tough. I get it. But at the time, I was like, fuck this. I was so pissed at them.
Right.
Like, how could you not have your shit together?
Right.
But guess what? I was 17. I had jobs.
You could have got it yourself.
I could have got it myself. But in that moment, I was like, I'll never make my kids pass out samples.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Would you make them pass out samples now?
Yeah.
Even if you were going through? Oh, you would?
Yes.
Holy cow. I wouldn't.
Because
well, now they can just text it too.
Now, exactly. Now it's like, I'll just tag you on Facebook.
Right.
No, it's not the pass out samples. It's the what it represents.
Right.
It's like, if I don't have something in this moment, I can't just magically. That's just where we're at.
Right. How did you learn that lesson as an adult with your kids, though?
What you mean now? Like, if he wants something?
If he wants something, how do you just, like, it's hard for me to look at my kid. He doesn't even have to cry. He could just be like, Daddy, I want this. And I'll look at it. And I've said no several times, but there's that, there's those few times where I'm just like, fuck it, I'm going to get it. I don't care. I don't care if I get in trouble for this. I'm going to get it. And I wind up doing it.
Well, first of all, if we can't, we can't.
Right.
Right. So my kid wanted to take like 5 different classes. He's like, I want to do a little league. I want to go martial arts. I want to do soccer. Like he named like 5 different things. And my husband and I are like, all right, well, all of those things are like at least $300. This kid wants us to throw down $1,500.
Right.
It's not happening.
No.
And I go, you can pick one. And he was disappointed. I go, pick one.
What did he pick?
Martial arts.
No, good for him.
Yeah. So he did martial arts. And he's like, I want to go back now. And I go, you're going to have to wait.
All right. Yeah.
You're going to have to wait. Let's suss out. Let's see.
Let's assess the situation.
Exactly. But it's hard.
Yeah.
But it's the reality. We can't make things happen when they're just not there. I can't write a bad check. I'm not going to do that.
No, that's just not the maneuver.
But it's hard. It's hard. It makes me feel.
Yeah. No, I totally get it. My brother has a kid who plays soccer, and he's really good at it. And every year, we clown my brother for this too. But, every year he sends out an email like, listen, I can't afford soccer this year. You guys all see how good this kid is and how much he loves it. If you could, that would be great. If you could help us in, affording, he'll write a letter to me, my mother, my father, my brother, some of his cousins. Just like if I could get such and such from you guys, I could totally put this kid in soccer again. Like the kid's really, really, like we've all seen how good this kid is.
Well, wait a second. How much does soccer cost? It's shoes.
No, it's also he plays club soccer, so it's
so
also
dues.
So he has to pay dues. He has to pay for his uniform. He has to pay for travel. He has to pay for all of that stuff.
Okay.
And it's very expensive. It's really expensive.
Yeah.
But the kid's so good. You know what I mean? Like he's so good. He excels at it. You know what I mean? He's better than like every time on his team. He's one of the better players.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right,
so
well, we gotta.
You gotta.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know it's. I know it's not. I know my brother's like, this is embarrassing that I have to do this every year.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even when he has a job, even when he's making money, he's like, this is way too expensive for me to just pay straight up.
I cannot tell you the happy dance I'm going to do in a couple of weeks when my kid starts LA Unified.
Really? Free school.
We have been paying for private school.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
For years.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like, it's, again, I don't know if you were brought up with parents that screamed or yelled or were stressed or whatever, but it was like there was a lot of stress.
Right.
So if he doesn't feel half the stress that I felt,
You've done your job.
I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys yell in the house or not, but
we try not to. Like I can't really. I mean, my wife and I, we fight every now and then, but it's like, the small fights. Like you didn't pick up your shit, or I need a little bit more help with the kids, or you know what I mean. It's not, so we don't really get a chance to yell at each other because the fights never go that long, or they don't escalate to that point. But yeah, I grew up with parents that yelled like mad people, like
really
were crazy with it. You know what I mean? And like my dad didn't necessarily have to ever put his hands on me. All he had to do was raise his voice, and I knew he meant something. I knew it was real.
Right.
You know what I mean? And just watching him and my mom go at it. And we try not to yell in front of our kids, but sometimes I get excited. Sometimes I'll yell at the TV, like, motherfucker! Oh, shit. Sorry. You know what I mean?
So even your oh shit is oh shit.
Oh, even my oh shit is oh shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like to watch other parents hold their tongue in front of their kids. I try to, but that's just, he's a kid still. And he's not, when I say shit, he doesn't all of a sudden go shit. So I'm
my
cool
kid
right
will.
now. See.
My kid will. I was driving and he goes, Mommy, why did you say fuck? And
did you laugh?
I said truck. I lie. Yeah. I will lie so hard.
In a heartbeat, right?
I lie all the time.
Why not?
All the time.
If it makes it so they can have an easier life, lie.
I mean, until he calls me out on it, which he has.
He's caught you in a lie.
He's called me out on a couple.
Wow.
Yeah. Because like we were driving in the canyons, and there's this one, little side street that I take where if you're going even 3.5 miles per hour, it's like it's a head-on collision.
Right.
It's at the top of Mulholland and Laurel. You take those side streets.
I know it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, and this car's just coming around the corner. I go, fuck. And he goes, what? And I go, it's a truck. Luckily, it was like a Jeep-looking car.
Right.
And I go, this truck. Oh, watch where you're going, Mr. Truck.
Right.
But then he caught me a couple times. He was asking me questions about stuff. Like we drove, I think I might have already talked about this, Aaron. We drove by a cemetery. On the 405, you can see the cemetery near UCLA off Veteran.
Yeah.
And he goes, what's that? Did I already talk about this? And he goes, what's that? And I go, oh, that's called a cemetery. And he goes, what is it for? And I was like, truck. Oh, truck me. That's where people go if you want to remember someone. That's it. I stop it there.
You got it, yeah.
And I always ask him what he thinks it is first.
Right.
Because then I only have to offer up information.
Right.
It's like when you come home late in the middle of the night and your wife is like, where were you? And then you go, where do you think I was?
Right. I don't never say that. That never works.
You never say that.
That never.
Well, what do you think?
What do you think I was doing?
Only have to say what they think. Well, I think you were bowling. I was bowling.
I was totally bowling.
I'm so sorry. I got carried away.
I've been bowling for a while.
For a long time. But I always ask him, like, what do you think it is, to see what he even knows? And this time he's like, I don't know. And I go, well, that's where people go to remember people.
Right.
He goes, remember people for what? And I'm like, you're going to start wearing blinders when we drive. That's what's going to happen now.
Dude.
Yeah.
I never want to discuss death with my kid. I mean,
how old is he?
My youngest boy is going to be 3. And so
3.
that's the last thing I want to talk about with him.
Yeah, he's not going to ask quite yet. 4, he'll start asking.
Right.
But your older kids...
They know about that stuff.
Right,
already.
but when did they start asking you?
Right around 5, 6. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? People started passing away, and and that's the conversation that you have to have when when my kids were young. My aunt passed away. A bunch of people in my life passed away, and you have to explain that stuff.
And what did you say?
They're not here anymore, or it's hard, dude. It's like because I don't want them to ever feel like that they have to worry about that with me, at least not right now. You know what I mean? And so it's like, they went away, and I'll totally see them. We'll totally see them again, and just not right now. You know what I mean? Now, forget about it. They're like, that dude's dead, dude. You know what I mean? But as a youth, it's like, it's hard to explain. That's the hardest thing, I think, to explain is, life and death. You know what I mean? But sometimes you got to put fear in your kids too. So don't run out into the street. Why? Because you'll get hit by a car. What happens if I get hit by a car?
You're in big trouble.
You're gonna right. Well, let me tell you, mommy and daddy are gonna be very angry if you get hit by a car, or you know what I mean.
Do you know what I said to my kid the other day? What? Sometimes I'm such an idiot. He's jumping on our bed. Now, our headboard is soft, and the footboard, they're both soft-ish. They're covered in material, so it's not just wood.
Right.
But still, I go, dude, if you hit your neck right here, I said to my 5-year-old, I go, it's lights out. He goes, what does lights out mean? And then I realized, what the fuck am I saying
I'm
to him?
going there, right.
And I go, it means we got to go to the hospital.
Right.
And he goes, and I'm just like, I need to stop talking to him like he's a comic at the Laugh Factory.
Right,
I talk to my kid like he's just a stand-up. We're just hanging out at an open mic.
Well, he'll have a great sense of humor because of it.
Well, yes, but
have great wit
he'll also seek the approval of drunk strangers.
Right, every night. Is this thing on?
I know.
Is this thing on?
You never did stand-up, right?
I wish, man. I wish I had the guts to do it. I'm so afraid to do it. One, because I don't think I can write well enough to do it. I know I can't. That's not one of my skills.
Well, at least you acknowledge that there's a writing aspect.
Yeah. And 2, it's hard. I've seen stand-ups crush, and I've seen them fall on their face. And falling on your face, I don't know how you guys do it, to be honest with you. I don't know how you guys get back up and say, you know what, that was just one set. I'll get up and do another set later.
Well, what do you think? Why do you think we do that?
Because you like it.
Because we're broken.
Right, you like it.
We're broken.
Right.
We're broken people.
Right. Yeah. Well,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the essence of it. In a great way, though. That's the thing. It's in a great way. Like, I remember when I first found out that a lot of chefs, like famous chefs that are culinary masters, are also high on coke. I was like, why? Why can't you just be a great chef?
Right.
And then someone said to me, why can't comics just be normal people? And I go, oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But why can't actors be normal people too? You know, I hear no all the time, but it's a quick no. You guys, even if when you hear no, you got to continue
For an
It's not
hour.
For an hour. Here's my joke. No.
Here's
I got another one. No. I don't be up here for an hour.
Let me tell you what I tell a lot of new comics. Go do black rooms.
Right. Why?
Because.
Imagine, because they laugh at anything. No.
No, because they will boo.
Yeah.
With no problem.
Yeah.
Zero.
Yeah.
They don't feel bad. White people are like, oh, we'll just give them a chance. Let's just do a nervous laughter at least. I did so many. I'm doing the Comedy Union, which is not a strictly black room like it used to be when it was Mixed Nuts many moons ago. But I was once in there where I was not only the only white person, I was the only white woman. I mean, it was like nobody else.
Right.
And I went on stage and I was like, all right, here we go. I'm glad I went to an all-black high school.
Right.
That'll at least help me a little bit.
You got to laugh from there, I'm sure.
I just did. I talked about how I tried out for cheerleading in an all-black high school and I was the only white girl and
So you at least made it so that the comedy was relatable. It's funny when you see comics go up on stage and just do their bit in an all-black room that black people can't relate to. Like, I once saw this comic in an all-black room talk about his trip to Japan and how, how he was on the plane in first class and et cetera, et cetera.
Yep.
And
everyone was nodding like, oh, we get it.
Nobody, right? No one.
Nobody.
People, and this was a small room, and I just couldn't understand. Like, look, you got to have, and he was my friend's friend, right? And I thought it was funny because I could relate. I'm laughing my ass off. You know what I mean? I'm black, but I've been on a plane. You know what I mean? Most black people have been on a plane. Hold on, before I fucking stick my foot deep down in my mouth. Holy shit. That came out wrong.
You meant to say,
but like,
been first class.
I've been first class.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But before I fucking stick my foot even deeper in my mouth, I know black people have been first class too. So please, you know what I'm saying.
You mean you've been to Japan?
I've never been to Japan.
What?
So when he's telling that story,
good.
I couldn't relate. I was like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But like he obviously had different experiences than the people in the audience had, and they weren't laughing. And he kept going and going and going and going. And it was like, at some point, just say something that we can relate to, though, because you're not, you're completely alienating us and just doing your bit. And at least you had something that you could go on stage and say, all right, this is what happened in my life. I know all y'all can relate to this because I know all y'all have a white friend. You know what I mean? I know it's all black room, but you got a white friend.
The first thing I said when I went on stage was I told everybody I was tender-headed.
What does that mean?
Because I had a really intense, aggressive Jew-fro when I was a kid.
Gotcha.
I mean, it was like battle. It would fight you.
Right.
And
tender-headed.
And I was tender-headed because that's the only reason I knew that was because the black girls that would braid my hair would tell me, like, girl, you tender-headed, because I was screaming in pain and crying. And they would pull my hair so tight and the braids, and they were intense. And I was like, I don't think I need to be a white person in cornrows. And like, girl, you crazy. Like,
but you had something that you could relate to.
Oh my God! But I'll show you a picture of my.
I would love to see it.
It is absolutely illegal.
Okay.
You've seen it. Aaron's seen it. Oh my God! It's not even.
Is it an afro or is it like long curls? Like, cause.
Oh. So you think I'm lying to you right now?
No, I don't think you're lying. Your hair's
no,
pretty
no.
straight right now, though.
Oh, yeah, because I've learned.
Oh, you learned some things.
Yeah, this is called the Cat Williams right here.
Gotcha. Flip it in the back.
So this is actually me on a oh God, I can't believe I'm even showing you this. But this is me on a
Nice. Oh, yeah. Yes.
It's so frightening.
That's not really a fro, but because it fell. A fro wouldn't fall.
No, this was a fro. Like you could stick stuff in it.
Right, you could pick it out.
I never got fingered in high school, just so you know. Look at this face.
Holy
Look at those eyebrows. This is like, turn the plane around.
No, you were cute, though.
No,
Yeah,
no.
This is what year in high school?
This is actually not high school. This is actually 8th grade. It even says on
you're
top.
so
8th grade.
Cute.
This is frightening. Eyebrows
so cute.
touch, mustache, everything. I got
You had a
everything.
mustache?
Oh, hell yes.
Right on.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, look. We're
going to have to cut some of these things out of this.
Zero. None of it.
What?
Why?
I said some fucked up shit about some people.
About black people?
Yes. No, we don't have to cut that part out.
No.
I don't necessarily think Hill Harper wants people to know that he's an old man trying to front like he's a kid.
How old is he?
Like 60.
And how old does he say he is?
34.
Okay, well then, no, we're leaving that in.
Okay, cool. There it is.
I know that you and your wife have a healthy relationship and you still lamb 10.
We lamb 10 all the time.
All the time, so I'm going to let you go so you can go do that.
Actually, I'm going to go to an audition now.
Oh!
Yeah.
What are you auditioning for? Can you talk about it?
I can't talk about
All
it.
right.
Because it's Star Wars. No, I wish.
Can
I
you
wish.
imagine?
Oh, that would be the best day ever. That would be the
I
best
know that
day
you're
ever.
huge.
Huge.
Aaron, do you know that he's such a, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
we had
I've
a couple
seen the,
Star Wars questions
Yeah, I
on When
knew him.
Sanity, and he literally almost burst into tears.
When they got him wrong.
Oh my God.
I hate that.
Yeah. I really hope it comes back.
So do I. We had a lot of fun making it.
I would love
and I
to
like
work
that
with you
check.
again.
Yeah.
I know.
That check was really
for
good.
just 2 weeks.
Yeah, for 2 weeks to get a check like that's pretty cool.
It was nice.
Yeah.
You can get more stuff for your
I hope we do
child.
get to work together again. If not this, something else.
Something else. Thank
You know how
for
to act,
coming.
right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there it is. We've seen you do extra work on
I please go to my IMDb. I'm
Yeah.
chemistry student number one.
number one.
Erotic confessions.
You're not even chemistry student number 2. You're chemistry
No.
student number 1. Remember that.
I was believable.
Yeah.
God damn it. It's fun now. Now
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah.
Now I can talk about it.
Right.
Hey, I might have to go back to some erotic confessions extra work, get the shit from these kids.
You never know. That's
You
the crazy
never
thing.
know where
you
it could go.
never know. Yeah.
Because I talk a lot of talk, but I don't want my kid to pass out sample pictures.
No, you don't. You want to freaking make that money. It's hard to listen, man. In this town, it's so hard to stay afloat, and everybody wants, everybody's gunning for your spot, no matter what. So,
Do you believe there's enough for everyone?
yeah, well, with all the channels that there are now, and all the,
Especially
you know what
now.
I mean? Definitely, I do believe there's enough for everyone right now.
My
if
husband,
you can get it.
He works for a company where they represent YouTube stars.
Mm-hmm.
And these people are not trying to get on GSN. They're
No.
not trying to get on any. They make $100,000 a day on YouTube.
A day?
A day! Yay.
How is that?
A day.
So they're millionaires now.
Oh, 100%.
Wow.
And they don't even care what you're
Wow.
auditioning for or what I'm doing. They are doing
have
their
their own
shit.
thing, right.
And so I do really truly feel like there is enough for everyone.
Right. I definitely agree. It depends on what your dreams are too, though. Some people have dreams of being in movies that Paramount, WB, Disney, line that they put out. Some people are fine with, listen, you can pay me and nobody ever has to see what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Some
I'm
people
cool
are
with
fine
that, too. Are you talking
Yeah.
about drugs? I'll do it. What are you
No,
talking
no.
about? What's happening? Are you offering me?
I'm not offering
No?
you any
Okay,
drugs.
Okay.
But some people, they're fine with that. The problem is once you get a taste of it, if it ever goes away, you're going to lose your shit. And so, that's real
That I'm
talk.
sure you've seen firsthand.
Absolutely. I've experienced top of the world and not working at all. You know what I mean? I've been number 1 on the call sheet. I've been not on the call sheet. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, yeah, it's a struggle. And I have so many kids that
You sound like that Jamaican sketch. How many kids you got, Mom?
I got 9 kids, man. How many jobs you got? I'm trying to always have a job. You know what I mean?
And you are always working.
It seems like that, but there are times. Look, I didn't work at all last year, other than when Sanity. You know what I mean?
But you know what it is? You're lucky that you've come to a place in your career where you have this this goodwill. Like you walk into any room and you still have that.
Right. I'm still who I am. Right.
Right. So even though you might only work one job a year, it's probably more.
Oh, absolutely.
Than most,
absolutely. I'm not sitting here saying I'm broke. Please help me out.
No,
what I'm sitting here saying is like, look, I want to work.
Yeah.
Though, you know what I mean? And it's not. I don't want to just work for money. I want to work. Like I enjoy.
Yeah.
I enjoy a grind. I enjoy the 9 to 5. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
It's sort of like a stand-up comic. You enjoy when you slay. So you'll take all of those all the people that are saying that you're not funny just for that one moment where they're like, oh my God, I take it back. You know what I mean?
It's exactly that. You're chasing the dragon constantly.
Yeah.
You're chasing that last high.
Yeah.
That last time you killed is
Right.
all that matters.
Right.
And I recently auditioned for something. I got a call back, which was
Congrats.
nice.
Nice.
And then I didn't get it. And I came home that day and I knew I didn't fucking get it. I knew it. And my kid was like, Mommy, one day I want to be a whatever he wanted to be in that moment. Actually, he said he wanted to be a rock star. And I said, and I was like feeling so shitty, even though I really don't hold on to it as like what I used to hold on to it.
Right.
But in that moment of like, fuck, I know I didn't get that, what I wanted. I go, you can be anything you want to be. It was it was so hard for me. It was so hard. I wanted to be like, oh yeah, well guess what? Life's going to open up your mouth and shit down your throat.
Right.
But I was like, yay, you can do anything.
You can do it.
Anything is possible. I didn't fucking get that.
Right.
I just, it's hard to balance that.
It's all hard. Life is hard. It's not meant to be easy, I guess. But, when you find your lane or you find your wave, you ride it until you can't ride it anymore, and then you go back out into the ocean and find another one. That's how I look at it. And
but black people don't swim, is what you're saying.
No, but with the surfboard. But with the surfboard,
But
I feel like I can stay afloat.
So surf too? I mean, is that what you're
No.
saying?
No. I'm saying if they had to choose between just them in the water and them in the water with the surfboard, I think they're going to go with the surfboard because it's it floats.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, black people don't surf.
Black people don't surf. No.
No. But if given a situation where they were like, look, jump off the boat, you could either swim or here's a surfboard, they're going to take the surfboard.
Can I tell you how proud I am that not proud that I had, but my son and my 1-year-old, not only have they seen a black president, but black hockey players.
Crazy, right?
The hockey players blows my mind more than presidents.
Yeah, because first of all, I don't skate, dude. And the fact that there's somebody black out there that can skate, that likes cold weather.
Kills it.
What the heck?
Yes.
The black person that likes cold, I'm going to get in so much trouble for this. But I'm just gonna keep going with it. No, yeah. I remember when there was just only one black hockey player. And
the
he
one
was
on the Kings?
Was it the Kings or was he like on the Bruins or something like that?
I know there was one on the Kings. Oh, back in the day. I'm talking about recently.
Okay.
I think he was traded, but...
Well, he was actually a good player, though.
He was great.
Yeah, he's actually a really good player.
Yeah.
The one back in the day was just enforcer, so they would put him in just to fight, and that was it. I'm just putting
serious?
it up. From what I remember,
I don't know enough about hockey.
I don't watch enough hockey. Wait a second, you're Russian and you don't know about hockey?
I know. Let me tell you, I could cry when my husband, who loves hockey, and my dad, who knows hockey, when they bond over hockey, I just sit there and I'm like, the world's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. They're bonding.
Yeah.
All right, I don't want to keep you.
It's all good.
До свидания. Let's go get pedicures together soon.
I would like that.
You like massage?
I do. When I walked in, I should have said Privyet.
Привет.
Privyet. That's what I meant.
Yes.
When back in the day, I did a thing called Free to Be a Family, and we did a space bridge to Russia, to Moscow, actually.
What?
I had a Russian pen pal for about a month and a half.
What?
Yes. And I learned some things like Mogli buit, iya iti, iti iya mogli buit adnoy senyoy. I'm just saying. Good night.
We're gonna end up. So that was our talk. I hope he books whatever he's going out for today. I hope he books it. And I hope you guys come out and check me out live in person. Are you in Los Angeles by any chance on Sunday, August 21st? Great! I'll be at the Comedy Store on Sunset Boulevard. Oh, can't make it? How about are you in LA Wednesday, August 24th? I'll be at the Hollywood Laugh Factory that night. No, you can't make that either. Are you in Dallas, Texas? Maybe that'll work. Saturday, August 27th, also Aaron's wedding. Aaron! I'm at the House of Blues with Ahmed, Dallas, Texas, Saturday, August 27th. Come out. Yeah, and other dates to come, other dates to talk about. But let's talk about what's really important. You did this to me. Please, oh please, if you haven't already seen it, go to Amazon, go to iTunes, go to Google Play, go to Hulu. Again, I haven't checked. I have to check. Go to places that you watch streaming things. You Did This to Me is my 1-hour special. I shot it 7 months pregnant. It's super fun, super funny. Please support it. Leave a nice review. That makes all the difference in the world. And also don't forget to watch Sanity on Thursday nights with myself and the host, Donald Faison. All right, kids. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.